you want to buy, even if a stock goes down. However, there might be some exceptions. Some people are talking about that with Tesla. We'll talk a little more in depth about that if you might want to consider selling. So the fourth quarter was bad this year. They only, I think in total net, they made 1% from last fourth quarter, which is terrible, especially for something that should be exploding. Last week, I think Thursday, they were down 12%. And honestly, one thing with Tesla, especially we saw in January, was the cars, especially in frozen places like Chicago, where it was -5, -10, all across the Midwest. Those charging stations, they were not reliable, and the cars were not reliable. They weren't going. Especially with Elon Musk too, controversial, I guess you could say, owner of Tesla, and of course the owner of Twitter, which is he's lost in just personal wealth, not even the stock. He's lost tons of money himself owning Twitter. So is Tesla also on the way down? I for sure have my thoughts on this. Jake, what you think? If you had Tesla stock, I don't actually know if you do or not, would you sell that?
I
Buy
do
more?
have Tesla. I do have Tesla stock. No, I'm not selling. I'm keeping.
Why is
I'm
that?
writing it out. No, I'm writing it out because with stocks they fluctuate. I know it had a bad fourth quarter, but I'm excited to see what it can do this year. Election year, especially depending on who our president is, you know, Tesla stock could go up. So we'll see.
It's true. And the stock market definitely depends on politics. Right now it's doing pretty well outside of Tesla. Like, most stock
Yeah,
places are doing pretty well. There's potential, again, Elon Musk, you want stability up top. I don't know him. I don't follow him a lot. I know he's turned into sort of a celebrity, even though he's one of probably, I think, the richest man in the world, maybe not anymore. He's turned into sort of a celebrity figure, so he's a little different. I prefer stability in my stocks, but you know what? That's fine. I would still buy. I wouldn't buy like crazy, but I would still buy, especially if it's going down, because you look at potential. One of the big name ones I have is Apple. Well, what's different about Apple? I mean, I know there's Samsung and stuff like that, but let's be real. They don't really have much competition. They're in a league of their own. That's a reliable one. You want to buy that. There's another one I've been doing a lot with Trade Desk, of course. I've been buying that for a long time, and they're their own separate entity. They don't really have a ton of competition. They were low down maybe 3 years ago when I started buying, and they've been good ever since. So Tesla, yes, it's down, but they don't really have much competition in the electric vehicle market. So it looks pretty bad right now. I'm not a super investor in Tesla. I think I might have a little. I'd have to check that, but I agree with Jake. I wouldn't buy like crazy, but I'd probably continue buying too.